ratio. So we're multiplying and dividing.
Can't see it.
You can move up then.
Like it's white.
I can just
Move up. Okay, Preston, if you want to move up, you can.
It's okay now.
It's fine.
At least solve it because I'm not an apple head. I don't know apple stuff.
Okay, so let's keep going then. Please write down this rule, okay? You already have it on your orange sheet,
Do I? I do.
but you might want to write it in your notebook as well. The rule for our, oh boy, big typo here. What should this be?
Geometric.
Thank you. Geometric. And this is dumb too.
I can't. And Taylor, I guess.
Hey, this is going on YouTube, you guys.
It is?
So yeah. Hey, the nth term of the geometric. Man, I got all sorts of spelling mistakes today.
She's not going to learn anything.
Is this. I didn't screw up on this one, though. A sub n, once again, is talking about the pattern. Alright? A sub 1 is talking about the first term. Thank you. That value. R talks about the common ratio. Very good. And N stands for the term number. Look at that. Okay, see, YouTube, we got a smart class here. Then, if we keep going then, we have to be able to write the rule for this term, the nth term. Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
It's not a real value though, right? But we're trying to find out what the rule is. And the first thing we're going to want to do is write down the equation. So what's the equation you just wrote down?
A-N equals A1 power
N minus one.
N minus 1 power.
N minus 1 like this.
Power.
Put a K.
Okay? Caret. Alright, so let's plug this in. A sub 1 equals what, Tamika? What is A sub 1? 5. Very good. That's our first term. Do we know what our R value is? Oh, these. What's our R value? Dylan?
2/5.
2/5.
Of course it would be fraction.
Let's see here. How do we get from here to here? We know we have to multiply or divide. Now, if you went like this, 5 divided by R equals 2. R is going to have to equal, well, if you cross multiply, you put this over 1. I'm just going to show you the longhand of this, and I'm never going to have to show you this again, hopefully.
Can you show us something?
Hold on. What is this?
Can't be 5 halves. It's actually 2/5.
That's
I
what I
just did
said.
it backwards.
Yeah.
I just did it backwards, so I'm sorry. It is 2/5, because watch this. What do we have to multiply 5 by to get to here? All you have to do is divide this by here. So once again, please listen. You divide this by this. So you just found out that your R value is 2/5. So we can plug that in. We have 2/5. But now we have to raise this to the n minus 1 power. And that just simply means this. Okay, find your 8th term. So A sub 8 actually means that, okay, A sub 8, we have to plug in only one thing. And what is that one thing?
8 minus 1.
8 equals your what value? Your n value it's talking about. So then you have 8 minus 1. And you might want your calculators for this because order of operations tells you have to do what first? Parentheses, exponents. So are we going to multiply these two first?
No.
No, once again, hey, I can't stress it enough. Can you multiply these and cross out the 5s because you just don't like them?
No.
No, you have to do this first. And when someone has an answer for me, please.
Whoa.
let me know.
Dang,
Sorry, I'm
Tim.
getting my-
Can I get some help?
I get you.
2/5 to the 7th. It's going to be something bigger than that.
128 over 78,125.
125 like this?
Yep.
Thank you. Can I get a second to that?
I got a decimal.
Okay, you're going to want to keep it in parentheses. And
I
then
do.
caret to the 7th. Then, watch this. What can you simplify? Yeah, 5 is going to go into this beast how many times? Well, 5 goes into 7 once. You carry your 2, shorthand. 5, you carry your 3. 6, carry your 1. 2, carry your 2. 5.
What?
That was difficult. when we just did-
I'm confused.
But that's what I got though. Just the right answer.
Wait.
Don't worry about that.
Just divide 5 by
Oh.
78,125.
Okay, I see now.
Now, 128, is anything divisible between the two of these? You gonna bet your life on it? Okay, right here, you know if 3 is divisible, if you add all these up and divide it by 3, 3 doesn't go into that. 4 won't? Leave it.
Answer.
Now, considering that your terms right here were decimals, how do you think we should write this?
Decimal.
As a decimal, and what is it as a decimal?
Big, the small one.
0.0089192.
Right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet. Questions on that? This is the original setup. It's simply knowing what R stands for, it knows what A sub 1 stands for, and realizing that, oh, it goes into decimals, so we probably should give our answer as a decimal. Cool. The next thing we should write down then. One term of a geometric sequence is this. The common ratio is 3. I want you to be able to write a rule for the nth term, so please write down this. This is your second example, right? So example 2, to help you out with your note taking, because some of you guys still have to grow in that ability. A sub 4, whatever that means, equals 3. And your common ratio is 3, whatever the heck a common ratio is. Your goal is to do this. Write a rule for the nth term. And if you really don't understand, here are your steps. So let's go through this. Find the first term. Well, what's the formula we have to use?
A sub n equals A sub 1 R to the n minus 1.
Okay, sweet. Because it's geometric. Yes, so we have to make sure we're working with the right formula. We have A sub n. Well, right here it says this. We know A sub 4 equals 3. So what does that mean? Because the only thing you can plug into your ratio is this. What does common ratio stand for again? R. So, alright. So you just know that this is happening. That's all you can figure out with your nth term. But we have to find out what? Well, we're going to have to check that out.
It would be like
We still have to find our first term.
it'd be like 1 over something.
Now, based on this, you found out that your fourth term equals what? Your fourth term
3.
equals 3. So we're going to set this up as a side problem. Once again, it's a side problem. You don't know your first term, but you know that your constant ratio is 3. And you're dealing with what term again? The fourth. So you have 4 minus 1. Any questions on how we set up this side problem? So we have to solve for A sub 1. And that's what these steps are saying. Find the first term. Use the formula, substitute the term in the R in. So then, we're going to have to go 3. Order of operations tells us we have to, well, what's 4 minus 1? 3. What's happening between the A sub 1 and this 3 to the third? Multiplication. What is 3 to the third? 27. So we have A sub 1 times 27. We are trying to find our first term. We have to do what?
Divide.
Divide. Very good, because that's the opposite of multiplication. And you found out that a sub 1 equals 1/9. Sweet.
0.1 repeated.
So then, if we go back here, we have a sub n equals 1/9 times 3 over 1 to the n minus 1. What do you think? Can we simplify this?
No, you can't. It's the power. Well, wouldn't it? It's the power first. So
1/3.
You see this attached to that guy?
Um,
Do you see this attached to that guy?
I didn't see that. It was.
Keep it right there. And then we could graph. Do I have to go over how we graph? T-chart? T-chart, right here.
We're gonna have to graph on the test.
-1, 0, 1, 2. We'll just watch how hard this is. Okay, if you plug in 0, oh, I shouldn't have put for x, I should have put n. And I shouldn't have put a -1, should I have?
You
So
can't
your
put a
0
zero.
term.
How?
What about your first term? You're going to get 1/9 times 3 to the what?
0.
0, which is what? 1. So what's
1/9?
1/9 times 1? 1/9. Very good. Say we then do, I'm not going to do 2, we're going to do 10. We have 1/9 times 3 to the what? 9th. What do you have to do first? Multiply these two or the power? Exponents first, okay? Can we just go on? That is a doozy. Yep. Questions on how we do this? So essentially, all you have to do is plug in your first value once you find your first value and your R value. Let's keep rocking. Because these are your favorite right here. Now you're given how many? 2 terms. So let's write those 2 terms down because we just did something like this today, but it was with a different formula. Today we were dealing with what kind of sequences? Geometric. Okay, perfect. I would like you to write the geometric sequence of this guy then. Write the systems of equations. Here's your nice little formula. What is a sub n? -4 equals your a sub 1 times r. We don't know what r is, but you do know that your n value is 2. So you have 2 minus 1, right? Your second value, your second setup should look like what?
-1024